Okay, well, good morning, Shell Point. Adam Hines here. We're out at the Enclave site. And behind me, you see the community building. The block is up, the slab is poured, and we're moving right along with the community building. As I mentioned previously, the community building really needs to be the first building completed. All the infrastructure for the neighborhood goes through that building, so we really need to finish that up. But the guys we're working on the site. The berm separating the driving range and the neighborhood is completed, and landscape. We're digging the lake. We're about 2/3 of the way completed with digging the new lake. That's going to be on the south end of the property. And again, this project is moving right along on schedule. We are planning on beginning the homes in December. So next month, we're starting on the building homes, the first 11. We'll do it in phases, so we're starting with 11 homes. And the guys are out here grading the site, putting in underground storm drainage, sanitary sewer, and they're moving right along. The weather's cooperating, and we have a full crew out here. So all good to report from the Enclave neighborhood. I'm out here at the Larson Health Center site with our superintendent, Doug Jess from White's Construction. I wanted to introduce Doug to everybody. Doug is doing a terrific job on the project so far, big project, and Doug has lots of help, but he's the man in charge out here on the site. So I wanted to introduce you to him and have him talk to you a little bit about the project. So Doug, tell us what's happening right now on the site.
Right now, as you can see, columns are done. Right behind us is the last stairway, so we're down to finishing up the foundations. There's a couple more little footings. Stair walls will be going up here. Over there in the west end we're building tables, what we call a flying form. So they'll build a table to get ready to pour the second floor deck, and then once those are built, as we go up the other floors, they take that table, they push it out the side of the building on rollers, pick it up with the crane, and then it's set. So that's how you pick up time, because that form's already built. It just slides out, pick it up, set it.
Great.
So
super. Yeah. I mean, you see all the cranes out here, and we have two big ones, and then Doug tells me this third one's leaving today. So, but you can see you see on the site they're always moving things. Safety's a big thing out here, obviously, and you see all the guys with the vests, the hard hats. And interesting note on the crane, a couple residents have asked a question about the flags on top of the cranes. What do they mean? It actually looks like if you're a University of Tennessee fan, the checkerboard that University of Tennessee is known for, it looks like that, but it's not. So what does it mean?
It's just a standard aviation flag that required to put on them. So yeah, it's not the University of Tennessee. We got to root for the Gators. I know somebody here roots for Alabama,
That's
but
right.
You know,
that's right.
We got to be Gator fans.
Yeah, that flag you see on top, the crane is so high that if you would get a low flying plane, there is a possibility, but that's just a warning to any air traffic that might be going by. They shouldn't be flying that low, but you never know. And there's that.
There's also, if you look out in the morning, you see a light up there. There's a light with a beacon on it, so that at nighttime they can see the beacon.
Yep. And also when safety measure when you're out here on the site and you see the cranes moving around. When they're moving things, when they're flying, as Doug said, flying tables or whatever it is, there's always a worker down below blowing a whistle and walking along with that to alert those that are on the ground that the crane is moving something overhead. So safety on this size project is paramount for these guys, and I know it is for White's Construction. What's going to be happening over the next, say, 2 to 4 weeks?
The next couple weeks, we're going to be moving trailers in, permanent trailers in the back half of the parking. Going to continue working on the lake, getting the lake shaped, and that first little piece of parking lot asphalted. Going to put some temporary sod on the lake banks, and then you'll see we'll start going vertical. So once we get out of the foundations and that second floor deck poured, we get on about a 13-day cycle that they'll be pouring a part of a slab. So the building is broke up into 3 pours. So about every every other day we will be pouring a slab on a 13-day cycle. So
Great.
we'll be going up. Once they get out of this, it goes a whole lot faster.
Yeah.
But as Adam said, the safety becomes harder because we're elevated. It's the fall protection and watching all the guys make sure they're tied off and
Right.
being safe.
Yep. And as everyone knows, this is a 6-story building. So if you look at the springs as a marker, that's 4 stories. So we're higher than, you're going to be higher than that. So it's going to be out of the ground here shortly, and you're really going to start to notice it. So anyway, anything else? Everything else seems to be going great so far. Weather's cooperating, and so we're taking advantage of this nice weather, especially until we get under roof. Hopefully we get under roof by, what would you say?
We're looking at March.
March. So if we're under roof by March, let's say April at the latest, that beats the rain. So it's a perfect time for us, and the guys at White's and Doug and his team are taking advantage of it. So we'll be back next month with another update, and I hope you enjoy the updates we're providing and on the Larson Health Center. Thank you.